how do you learn how to play a song?
Just listen to it. What was that one you asked about?
Amazing Grace. When did you start playing that thing?
Just before I quit teaching school, about the 1954, 55.
Where'd you pick it up?
I had this friend, Andy Kaiser in Coldwater, and one night he came out. I rented a cottage from him, and one night he came out and he brought his harmonica and he played a couple of tunes for me. And I was just, excited. I just loved to hear him play, and I said to him, I said, Andy, I always wanted to learn how to play with those darn things. And I said, I never could. Well, next time he came out, he had a brand new harmonica, Honer, a little one just like this. And of course, I had a little instruction sheet. And I think the first song I learned was Oh Susanna, because it only takes about 2 or 3 notes, And then I worked on that, and I got that, and then I started picking up other songs that I heard that I liked, and sounded like I could play them on a harmonica, or tried anyway. That's how I got started.
Were you hesitant to play in front of people for a while, or not really?
I've never played in front of a group or an audience of any kind, except, just sitting around a campfire.
You've never seemed to hesitate playing for friends or family.
No, but I've never. I quite often pick it up at home, and just play for the fun of it. I get in the mood and play the heck out of it for a while, and then I quit. Jenny likes to hear it once in a while. It gets tiresome if you hear too much of it.
Chris play regularly, do you know?
He plays it different. He plays jazz, blues, and stuff like that, I can't quite get the hang of that.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, he does a good job. He can play with the group and pick up, whatever they're playing and blend right in with it real good. That's something I can't do. I cannot play with another instrument because I play by ear, and when they're playing, I can't hear myself, and I lose track of where I am. Since I don't read music.
So if somebody plays the music for you, you can work at learning it that way?
Yeah, I listen to them on the radio sometimes. Hear a tune and start picking at it.
I should get Ken to play some pieces on the piano that like Amazing Grace, and see if he can get all the verses to it.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know all of the Amazing Grace, so there's a lot of songs I don't know the whole thing, but I play part of it anyway.
I love that tune on bagpipes, Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace,
bagpipes.
yeah. Really sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. There's some Scottish blood in us, don't we, from Mom's side?
Oh yeah, we're Scots, English, and Welsh,
Irish.
a little bit Irish.
Where'd the Welsh come from?
Beats the heck out of me. It came from everywhere everything else did, I guess.
Well, I know that JF's mother was from Dublin and his father was from Manchester. I read that. That was interesting.
I think the Welsh came from my mother's side. I don't think she knew that there was any Irish in it, because she always said we were Scots, English, and Welsh. I don't think she knew that there was any Irish in us.
I've never heard too much about Minchin's side.
No, we don't know too much about him other than George Minchin was the publisher that he was the founder and publisher of the Everett Review, and also the Reed City paper. I can't remember the name of it.
Do you remember anything about his parents or hearing about him?
What?
About his parents?
No, nothing. Absolutely, and nothing about his parents. You'd think, you know, him of all people being in the newspaper business, there would be some record of that.
Right.
And I don't have anything at all about Grandma Minchin either. Her maiden name was Bennett, and she came from around Ludington. Her family did.
That's why some of those pictures have Bennett on it, right?
Uh-huh. And I don't know where George came from. He may have come from Traverse City or someplace like that. There's one of those old people, we saw some pictures of. They looked like they were Indian.
One I thought looked black.
Huh?
I saw one picture of one girl. She looked African American. She looked black. She was a young girl. I mean, I don't know who she was. Didn't have a name or anything.
Oh, I've never seen that picture.
I think Mom gave it to me out of that collection of,
Or maybe it was the coloring in the film, or the
yeah, it may have been
photo faded or something, or got
darker.
Yeah, because I don't ever recall seeing anything. But there's a couple old grannies that look, boy, their eyes were real blood red, you know, and they looked, and their big high cheekbones and black hair, and they looked just like Indian squaws to me.
Uh-huh.
And that was on my grandmother Bennett's side, or Minchin. And there's some Richmonds in our way back in our family too.
In your family.
And there's on your mother's side, there's somewhere there's a Schubel. I think it's Schubel. Grandma Schubel. She was German, and so there's German in you too.
Who was the Schubel?
Some grandmother of mother's, your mother's.
Huh. That's interesting.
So you're quite a mixture, Clay.
Quite a mixture. I think all of us are quite a mixture.
Yeah.
Most of the world probably is.
I like the sound of a harmonica.
You like the sound of what?
A harmonica. I got a book here a few months ago on the chromatic
Mm-hmm.
harmonica, and I'm in the process of learning to play music in order to learn to play that chromatic.
Oh yeah.
I could play it, but I can't use all the notes that you could use.
Mm-hmm.
You could play anything on that, really, if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a guy play it one night in a band, an orchestra. Oh, it was beautiful. And when he got through, he sat down at the table right next to us, and I said, "Let me see, what kind of harmonica are you playing there?" I thought he had something special.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled out this little chromatic just like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pulled out a picture, and he says, "This is what I used to play." And it was a picture of him with the harmonica cats.
With what?
The harmonica cats.
Oh yeah.
They used to be quite a famous
Group.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So what makes that different from a harmonica?
Well, it's got a key that you can change. You can play flats and sharps and all that
It's
stuff.
that one that you can move
The button, yeah.
the button. Yeah. Makes different notes consequently.
Yeah, there's a couple of notes I can play on it that I stumbled onto, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Ken could probably give you some quick lessons. He's really good at that.
Yeah, I bet.
It's kind of funny. He can't play freestyle. I mean, it's like he's typically. I mean, a few pieces he can, but overall he's got to read music. He just can't improvise.
I see. He can't play by ear then.
Right.
He got to play for the music. Some people that can play the piano can pick this up and play it just like because they can read notes and they understand it.
Hmm.
You hear a lot of musicians that play different instruments. They can play harmonica.
Ken used to play, I think it was trombone. Yeah, I think he played the clarinet too.
You know who picked it up real quick? Melissa.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
She plays trombone, or was she playing?
Yeah, but she got messing around with this harmonica one night, and she can play it real good.
She can.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't she play an instrument?
Yeah, she was taking band. I don't know what she was taking band, clarinet or something.
Mm-hmm. What was she playing?
The music?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. It was,
It just
like
sounded good, huh?
like old Suzanne or something.
Uh-huh. She's a sweet kid.
Battle Hymn of the Republic goes out as I go.
I told Brooke I want her and John to come visit me sometime next year.
That'd be
Either
great.
spring break or summer. I'll show them Washington.
I had a kid in I think it was my 7th grade science class. And one time we went on a field trip and he pulled out a little harmonica like this and played that. He could play it real good. I felt embarrassed. I thought, my gosh, that little squirt could play it.
Where did you ever hear the harmonic cats?
Well, it used to be on television once in a while.
Oh, really?
And they used to be in the movies too. Remember when they had that? They had one guy that was a little short guy, and they were always batting him around or something. There was about, I don't know how many of them there was, 6 or 8 of them. Maybe not that many. And they had all kinds of harmonicas. dad used to play the banjo.
Your dad used to play the banjo?
Mm-hmm.
Would he play with JF?
He and his brother, no, I don't, he may have, I don't know. But he and his brothers, Lee played the piano, Uncle Harry played the violin, and Dad played the banjo, and they played for dances.
JF, I think, played the violin.
He played the violin, that's probably where Harry picked it up.
But it wasn't so much the violin he played as it was the fiddle.
You're probably right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think he had any formal training in it.
I mean, it was more that style, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they played for square dances and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, he talks about that in the diaries.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about one Christmas how
Lee?
he went, no, JF. He went to a dance in like another county for Christmas Eve, and got back the next day, like around, what was it, 1 or 3 in the afternoon or something, and took a nap for a couple of hours, and then he says he went down and met the boys at the saloon, meaning, I guess, Charlie and the rest of them. Who else was it? Charlie and...
oh, well, there was Dan.
Will and Dan, I guess.
Will. I don't think Charlie drank, at least not that I know. I never saw him drink anything. Everybody, Uncle Harry didn't either.
Your Uncle Harry didn't drink? Huh.
Or smoke.
Huh.
But he died of a heart attack 2 weeks after my dad did.
Interesting. He was the one with the mistress, right?
He what?
He was the one with the mistress? The woman who...
Yeah, I understand he did.
When he went
He
to...
had 12 kids.
His wife was Catholic.
Mm-hmm. Aunt Genevieve. She's a
Pretty
nice
name.
lady. She's just a little bitty thing.
Was she a nice lady?
Yeah. She's nice. She was Irish. It was amazing. She had Mary and Dorothy, and there's 3 of the girls that were real tall, almost 6 foot. And then of course Reed was 6'7". Bob wasn't real tall. Neither was Bud. Brian wasn't very tall, and Charlie isn't very tall. I don't know where they got the height from. Must have been back in the Proctor family. I think Grandpa Joe, Grandpa Joe was kind of tall. Yeah, I think he was about 6'1" or something like that. Dad was 6'2".
Your dad was?
The same height I am.
That's pretty good size.
I always called him Slim. When he worked in the oil fields and on the railroad, they always called him Slim.
You did, or other people did?
Yeah, other people did. He always had, I remember on his lunchbox, he had Slim written on it, scratched on the end of it, you know. Because he was skinny. He was never very fat. Maybe after his later years he started to get a little paunch, but...
Grandma had more girth?
Grandma had what?
More girth?
My mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was kind of... She wasn't very tall. She was only about 5'4" or 5'5".
Really? Huh.
And
that's pretty short.
kind of round. She's built. She wasn't as heavy as Nan, but she was built like Nan. Or Nan, I should say, is built like she is. Of course, all of them were. Aunt Marguerite was that way, and Aunt Kath was shorter and chubbier than any of them. Aunt Lou was medium build. And Aunt Nydia, she was short, chubby. Aunt Hattie was slender like Peg. And real sharp, pointed nose.
And was it Nydia or Lydia was the
Nydia.
writer? Or the one who wrote the book?
Nydia.
What was it?
Nydia, spelled
Nydia.
N-Y-D-I-A. There was another sister too, Flora Min, that was in between, I think, in between Aunt Lou and Aunt Hattie. She was a music teacher in Detroit. Never was married. And when she was in her, I think her 50s, early 50s, she committed suicide.
She did?
Yeah, she went out in the garage and cranked up the car and shut all the windows and started the car and sat there and asphyxiated her.
This is Flo Min?
Flora Min.
Flora Min? Like the word, like the spelling F-L-O-R-A?
Mm-hmm. Flora. And then Min.
Huh. Did you think that she was capable of that, or?
Well, yeah, I don't remember her that much. I saw her once when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
So you weren't surrounded by these women?
No, I knew Aunt Kath, which was the youngest one, and Aunt Marguerite pretty well, and Aunt Lou. And I met Aunt Nydia and Hattie like maybe once, maybe twice at the most. Flora Min, I only met her